Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me today for the lucky Libra July Horoscope. It's quite a month this month, lucky Libra. We do have Jupiter popping into another house because it's retrograde. So I will talk about that in your horoscope. If you're new, I'll just briefly explain. I like to draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you. We'll have a look at your in-depth horoscope and then I'll do a psychic channeling at the end, so stick around for that. Sometimes information comes out for individuals and sometimes it's for large groups of people. So you'll know by how you feel if that resonates for you or not. Okay, let's go to the board now. If you are new, subscribe and be alive. Okay, so here's our board and I'm going to draw these tarot cards now. See what comes out. I've already pre-shuffled them, but I'll give them a light shuffle now. Alrighty, so let's go with that one on top. Closing my eyes. I'll actually, before I close them, I see a light blue car. It reminds me of a VW Beetle from the 70s or the 60s, okay? It's zipping here and zipping there and zipping everywhere. I think this is about something from the past that could come back, and it's like nostalgia, memories. Perhaps you're thinking about the past, the way you used to get around in the world. You may be interested in buying some 1970s clothes or something like that. If anybody sees any suede skirts, can you let me know? I've had 2 suede skirts in my life that I loved, and both times they came to grief. One in a baggage incident where it got engine oil all over it, and another one something happened to it. So it could be things from the past coming back, and you might even hear news. Mercury is retrograde at the moment while I'm doing this, so perhaps that's something to do with it as well. The card that comes up is the Ace of Wands. This is a great card for starting new things because you're feeling more vital. You're feeling like you've got more energy to do things. Your health could be better. Your well-being could be better. But it's about motivation and inspiration. So a new beginning. And this can lead to real physical consequences. You may have to work for it. That's the only thing. It's not like it's going to fall out of the sky for you. See this mountain in the background? That's a challenge. And you do have some challenges here in your horoscope I'll talk about. But you can work through it. Okay, lots of new growth. Here is a crown with lots of new green buds on the crown. Spirit is handing you some brilliant ideas that will motivate you. I also get the feeling of cleaning out wardrobes, cleaning out your home from clutter, for like a fresh start. Okay, there we go. Let me know if that's you. If it is you, you can come around and do my wardrobe. All right, let's look at the second card now. You can think of this as the second half of the month if you want to see, if you want to think in terms of time, or think of the 2 cards together, how they, blend them, how they relate to you. Trees, I see trees, a forest, a path. Yes, it's like it's late in the afternoon. It is a bit dark, but there's no problem. It's a straight path. It's an interesting path. I can hear the owls. So do listen to your intuition. There's some wisdom coming through. Sometimes it's easy to get confused. You don't see the wood for the trees, but a forest does give you increased growth, increased vitality. And even if you're feeling it, sort of a bit confused at the moment, that's okay because you are on your path. And here we have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, here's a path here. Okay, and this is not quite a forest, but it's an arbor of trees. You'll see all these clouds around here. That's the confusion. Okay, there's a fair amount of confusion in this too, but the clouds are starting to clear there. And you'll see on the other side here, there's blue sky. Okay, the clouds of confusion, not knowing if you're going in the right direction or not, are beginning to clear. So just continue on the track that you're going. By the way, Spirit is saying something to me now about they hear you. Okay, so when you're praying or when you're sending out your thoughts, your energy into the universe, they're hearing you, okay? So they just want to reassure you that all will be fine and you're on your correct path, okay, towards the blue sky thinking. Clarity of your, clarity of thought comes through to you, and this is a bit of a gift, and it can be to do with your money. I haven't even got to that yet. Pentacles is usually about money or your possessions. So, if you buy a new suede skirt or whatever your possessions may be, there's a new beginning around your money and possessions. There's a bit of energy here in your horoscope about career and your normal everyday work with Neptune there. Could indicate that there is confusion around what you do on a daily basis, your normal everyday work, or perhaps your health is not as good as you would like it. Do be cautious with viruses because Neptune is associated with viruses and ill health. But it's a slow-moving planet, so it's got a fair while. It's got a bit to stay in the 6th house yet, Libra. But 23 degrees, it's getting there. Okay, this will be out of your 6th house soon enough. Okay, so this is a fabulous new start for money and possessions. All right, you might want to. There's something about your house too. What have we got? Pluto here. Oh, it's not specifically indicated in your horoscope, but psychically I'm getting something about changing things around your home, and it might be the decluttering that I picked up earlier. Okay, so now let's make this bigger so you can see it. Remember these two cards, Ace of Wands and Ace of Pentacles, brand new beginning starting for you in lots of things. 30th of June to the 3rd of July, Mars trines Chiron. Most star signs have got this. And this helps you to feel in tune with your soul and your own inner energy. There's healing around you at the moment. Things might have been rough for you, and especially with your health as well, or how you feel. But it's coming through now. There's energy coming through as healing. You could find a different or a new outlet which allows you to express your individuality and also your heart's desires, which is fabulous. So it's quite creative. And you can discover a healthy channel for your physical and emotional growth and well-being. 1st of July to the 5th of July, Mars squares Uranus. Now, I must talk about this because we've got a T-square here, Mars in Leo in your 11th house there. And here, Mars squaring Uranus. Where is it? There. Okay, Mars squaring Uranus here is part of the T-square. And so this is your 11th house and other people's money or intimacy. So Mars can be this big desire to meet people, to go and connect in groups, but there's some issue here with something unpredictable to do with other people's money that's coming up. And these two, maybe you're a bit afraid to go out into the world more, meet new friends, meet new connections, start groups, join groups, that sort of thing. Maybe you're still keeping to yourself because of this unpredictable nature here to do with other people's money and also to do with intimacy. Okay, so then the other part of the T-square is here, Saturn in your 5th house here, and it is opposite Mars. So Saturn is all about structure, giving your creativity a structure, working out how you can best express yourself, but in a cautious sort of refined, stable kind of way. And Mars wants you to get ahead, get more followers on YouTube, for example. And Saturn's saying, no, be cautious, go slowly. And these are in opposition. So you could find yourself in two minds, like I am, because I'm a Libran as well, very much Libran. And so you could find yourself in two minds. And so opposition takes a while because it is quite challenging, but a square can be worked out. So, that's always good. We've got a square here between Uranus in the 8th house and Saturn in the 5th house, which makes the other leg of the T-square. Uranus in Taurus, and so it's unpredictable, but it's on a physical level. Okay, it could be real physical consequences about how you express yourself. Uranus wants to be, it sort of works in fits and starts and just get it over and done with. And like a bolt of lightning, something happens around other people's money. Intimacy can also sometimes, indicate a few other things as well. But Saturn doesn't want anything unpredictable. Saturn wants everything ordered. Chaos, order. These two are fundamentally not on the same plane of existence at all. They're probably in different universes. So, but there is a balanced way to do it, okay? And that's what we'll find. So do be careful from the 1st to the 5th of July when Mars squares Uranus, because you could be feeling very impatient, almost rebellious. There's a sudden burst of anger. And you just want to be free from the restrictions and rules that in your life, and you'll chafe and, you'll want to sort of stand up, and this could cause a lot of disruption. It's hard to settle down on one task and focus also. You could have more energy than usual, but it's hard to get things done because it's like distractions keep interfering with what you're doing, okay? It's best if you can do something creative and daring, but you don't have to cooperate with other people or conform to other people, okay? That's the way out of that. 10th of July sees a new moon in your 11th house here. And this brings a need for community and emotional contact with people on the same page. It's important that you deepen the closeness with your connections and your community. And you may also find yourself going to cultural events or participating in your local area. Or not so much in your local area, but with groups and community, okay? 10th of July until the 27th of July, Mercury moves into your 10th house here of career and social status. So you could be thinking about career planning strategies, concrete ways to make your dreams into realities, okay? That's on your mind. There's some significant others that are helping you at the moment, which is really helpful. And it's a good time to communicate with other people who can help you in certain situations. 20th of July to the 15th of August, Venus moves into your 12th house here, and it's a quieter time. Maybe, you have to be a little bit careful because you could have romantic yearnings for someone who's unavailable. And you need a lot of discretion around that if that's the case. On the other hand, a friend or loved one may need you very much. You could be called to care for them without getting much back in return. That's okay. You'll serve them in an unselfish way because you're Libra. You'll do that. 21st of July to the 22nd of August, Sun moves into your 11th house here. Brings involvements in clubs, social organisations and other groups. Excuse me. You could be offered a leadership role or asked to take on some special responsibility, which you probably will do. And it's because you enjoy being part of a team and a group effort at the moment. And building your social network is important to you now. 24th of July sees the full moon into your 6th house here of everyday habits, work, health and well-being. And you may have to deal with a lot of sort of things at home or in your everyday work, and that's okay. It's just practical stuff you have to take care of, taking care of your responsibilities. You may have some concerns over your health and diet, but it's probably more positive because you want to put your life in order, and anything that's not sort of working properly, you want to fix it. So self-improvement, this could bring... The full moon could bring some sort of turbulence, and then you embark on a self-improvement sort of program. But if you've been listening to your intuition, you'll already know. So it's probably a continuation of what you're already doing, to be quite honest. 26th of July to the 11th of August, Mercury moves into your 11th house here of groups and connections. So you're likely to be involved in lots of group discussions, planning sessions and committees even. Your sense of community is important, as I mentioned before. You will want to socialise and talk with people who share common interest. 17th of July to the 5th of August, Jupiter trines your MC. This is fabulous, actually. There's Jupiter there. There's your MC up there. And it's like obstacles and impediments disappear. Your work progresses very smoothly. This is a time of steady growth and progress. And there's likely to be an enjoyable and harmonious atmosphere around you. You feel good about yourself and the direction of your life. Your work is meaningful. And if it's not meaningful, then you can set about ways to make it meaningful, to change your life so that, you know, what you spend your time on, you have a sense of self-fulfillment around that. So, you know, you seem quite happy at this time. There could be some unexpected events that happen, but there's a gradual positive tone and quality to your life that improves your life considerably. So do not sit back and just watch this pass by. Grab the bull by the horns and take advantage of all the opportunities that come to you. 28th of July to the 28th of December, Jupiter moves into your 5th house here. Now, Jupiter is retrograde from the 20th of last month, but you're still likely to have this sort of burst of inspiration, playfulness and energy for creative projects. You find that you have more to do with children than usual, and if you don't have children around you, it's your inner child that you're dealing with. But you're becoming more free and loosening up and sort of letting go, becoming more childlike, going with the flow. You can discard personal inhibitions and, that have been dogging you for a while, and all kinds of new possibilities come up both creatively and perhaps even romantically, if that's what you're after. 27th of July to the 14th of September, Mars moves into your 12th house here. Okay, so this is a little bit sort of awkward because you might start to get different sorts of ideas of things that you can do, feeling very motivated to do these things, but there's something that's stopping you, something that's getting in the way from, making these plans come to fruition the way you want them to. All it is you're getting ahead of yourself a little bit. Yes, these things are going to happen, but they're not going to happen now. So it's a time for planning, okay? Retreat from confrontation and allow things to take their own course is probably the best path you can take. It's a great time to do things to help other people. Selfless work is probably the most satisfying avenue to you now. And when the planets, the zodiac moves around, the time will come and you can achieve your heart's desires. So maybe write everything down, plan, strategize, have your brilliant ideas, and know that they can happen later. 27th of July to the 31st of July, Mars sextiles your MC. You could be working very energetically with a clear objective in mind, advancing your own professional goals, enlisting other people's support for your projects, and acting as a leader, okay? Other people in authority respond favourably to your confidence and your willingness to take a risk, okay, or solve a problem in some way. And you can do that, lucky Libra. There's some really good influences here, even though we have this T-square, and all of the star signs have the T-square going on, but in different houses. Even though that's going on, you can work through it and get where you need to go. So just be positive and keep on keeping on. Okay, so I'm going to close my eyes now and see what I can see for you for the month of July 2021. Libra, I see your sign here in spirit. It's like it's imprinted in the sky along with all of the other star signs. I'm focusing on yours at the moment, or I should say ours. Okay, toothbrush. Okay, this is good. A toothbrush, brushing your teeth. This is about cleaning up things from your childhood that you couldn't maybe deal with at the time. These are developmental levels. The teeth represent different stages of growth, different stages of development. So you think about a child, a baby, no teeth, then gets milk teeth, the baby teeth. They fall out and around age 5 or something like that, I believe. And then the adult teeth come in. And so there's this sort of change that keeps going on around the teeth. And so you may find if you do have any sort of dental problems, it may flare up now. So please do get those dental things fixed, those dental problems fixed. What's this? Where there's smoke, there's fire. Yeah, I can feel something just here actually. Okay, so childhood, ways that you weren't treated fairly or justly. Okay, you might be reminded of that in some way. Something unfair happens and this causes this to ache. I feel like in most cases there's not a practical thing that you have to do about this, but you need to look at it in spirit, write down your feelings, and I see all of this yuck coming out, like it's like infection, and I see it coming out, and it's like in your psyche there's a spiritual infection around a certain event that happened when you were a child where you were treated poorly and unjustly. Okay, and I want to say the age 7 here, 7, 8, around there. Okay, I see a lot of green now. And when this comes out, growth will happen after that. So the healing, there's a healing energy there that's coming in with Chiron this month, and that's going to help you release this spiritual infection around this issue that happened. Okay. And then I see like cutting down a tree. That's like, it could cut somebody off permanently as a result. Maybe it's a family member or somebody you knew when you were a child. Okay, yes, they're showing me a big target, and I've got a bow and arrow, and it hits the bullseye. So I fire the arrow into the air, it hits the bullseye. So yes, exactly. Okay, they're showing me a pyramid. This is your chakras opening. Okay, and the word is free. To be free. Okay. There's so much that goes on in the outside world, but that's not what freedom and sovereignty is about. What goes on out there, that's sort of secondary. It's how you feel in yourself, regardless of what this person's doing or that government's doing or that country's doing or whatever. It's how you feel in yourself. That is the definition of freedom. And you've got true sovereignty when you feel in control of yourself, that you're not easily led by other people. If somebody says something to you and it doesn't feel right in your body, you can feel in your solar plexus, it's just like a contraction, they're not telling you the truth. They might not even know. It's not a question that they're lying necessarily. It could be that they just don't know and they're just giving you misinformation. Okay, getting a pain go up my neck when I say that, something being released here at the back of the right shoulder. So all the times misinformation has been given, and then maybe taken some action. I've taken some action based on misinformation, and I can feel this energy coming up from my shoulder, up the back of my neck, and coming out. Okay, really healing month for you this month, lucky Libra. Okay, a lot of good energies here, a lot of new starts, and you should be quite happy in many areas of your life. Not perfect, of course, and things to work through, but you'll get there. Okay, so that's it, everyone. Hope you found this useful. Please give it a like or share on your social media. I would really appreciate that. That would be fabulous. Have a wonderful month. If you're new, please subscribe and click that notification bell. Okay, thanks again, everyone. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.